Don't worry, you guys. I'm still here. I am just setting up my computer. Hold on. As I wait for peoples to come. It's okay if nobody comes. I just thought I would do this at random. I just got back from a very sweaty, hot day in the car. I didn't do too bad. I wish I could have done better. I could still go out, but we'll see. So, we have one person. Hey! I'm signing in on my computer so I can see chat, because that's important. Alright. Why is my camera all weird? Am I upside down? Am I upside down? I don't know. Can you guys see me? Oh, why is... That's weird. If I do it this way, will it change it? That's weird. Yeah. Sorry. I don't mean to make you guys sick. I'm just trying to figure out why it's doing what it's doing. Is it sideways for you? The other way. Okay. So like this. Thumbs up. Is that better? Alright guys, so I have an Etsy update. Welcome everybody. There's a lot of people in the house. I also have some news and some things I wanted to chit chat about. Man, we got a lot of people this time. So I did want to remind everybody, now that you're coming into the chat, there is a little dollar in the corner next to the smiley face, and you can do stickers there. I am not saying you need to pay me to be in this chat at all whatsoever, because we're just here to have a little fun, little chit chat. I do have a video coming up. I am really sorry about the video earlier. I do not know what was going on with my sound. I do have an Etsy update though. This is officially a digital item in my shop. It is $10 because there is 9 pages. I've worked very hard on these challenges. I didn't want to wait any longer to put these challenges back out. So I'm going to do my best to try to get my P.O. box going again, but it's going to cost me $85. But you will get all of these pages. So you're going to get the front cover. You're going to get the first page, the second page, and so on and so forth. And they're all coins. Only coins. So if you're low income or you're on a struggle bus journey and you're having a hard time saving, this is really awesome. This is the second workbook. The first workbook, I'm keeping that right now as a physical item since it is something I'm still shipping out. Down the line, I might do that as well. But this is $10. If I do the other one as well, it will be $10. I'm not going to go any lower than that because I did spend a lot of time on it. So welcome. We have lots of peoples in this chat. We have, oh my gosh, we have 15 already. That's crazy. So I do know some people are at work, but I did want to tell you guys about a little something I found. I'm really disappointed I found it though. Hey. So, my find, oh, thank you, Tracy. My find of the day came onto my phone as a notification because I'm always looking for, you know, kicks and giggles and for how do I say it? How does Dave Chappelle say it? He says, "I'm doing independent research, self-funded." Okay? So, here it is. I have been looking at manufactured homes, as you guys know. There was one that popped up today. Do you want to know how much it is? If I haven't told you, I want to know what your guess is. What is your guess? Let me know. Let me know in the comments before I let that one go. What do you guys think the amount was? It is an older manufactured home. It is a 1971. Not 75,000. Lower. You're not going to believe it. Courtney, lower. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, I can't wait to tell you. I didn't buy it though, because I don't have the money. Ooh, Sarah, you're close. Life, lemons, and tea. Close, but not quite. $8,000. Cash. Title, cash in hand, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. It is 820 square feet. It has a storage and it is on a space rent lower than my actual wanting price. I said $650 a month. It's actually $550 a month. $8,000 cash. And I could have a home. The title in my name, all that stuff. I contacted the owner. She was really super sweet. They're moving out of state. They hate it here. They want out ASAP. They purchased the home. Thank you, Courtney, for the entertainment back. I'm actually getting entertained by this as well. But $8,000. I wanted to cry, you guys. I wanted to cry. I went in the car. I went back working. I thought, you know what? Can I get it inspected? Yes, I could get it inspected. But as far as I know, it has a HUD on it. So, here's kind of the thing, and maybe budgeting with Fatima will know about this. I don't know if you do. It's okay if you don't. But if it has a HUD thing on the window or a metal HUD thing, it says HUD. It has been inspected by HUD. So HUD housing is very, very, very picky. Very picky. Also, I found out that I can ask for a grant through a program in my area to get this house weatherized for $0 if I had $8,000. $8,000. Can you get a mortgage on it? No, because here's what the bank told me. They pay out $6,000 to $7,000 just to get the underwriter. So they will not give me a loan for that low. I also don't have any collateral. But the woman I spoke to today was so sweet. So very sweet. She was very understanding, knowing my situation. My husband wants to call her and beg her to allow us to do payments, but I've already had a bad experience with that. I'll make it short and sweet. When I was homeless, I just became homeless the first year. My in-laws, my ex-in-laws, I was not legally married. I've only been legally married once, just so you're aware, to my current husband, who is my actual husband. Somebody called him my boyfriend in comments, and he was like, whoa, we're legally married. So, my ex, whom I was with for 10 years, we lived on his parents' property in a really old, crappy, rundown Airstream, and we could not rent because of an eviction. It was a new eviction. It was court eviction, so a little bit tight. Did my computer just die? No. Thank goodness. Yes, Fatima, I think he wants to beg her to finance us. I wish he would. I wish he would call her and be like, I will do anything to get this little house. But anyway, it's cute. It's white. Let's get back to the story before I ADHD out. And this is devastating, guys. This is a story I don't really like sharing because it's devastating. So, because we could not get into a place, I wanted to keep my family longer, right? And if you know, you know what I mean by that. So, I was told that I could purchase land and I could build on this land and do all sorts of things on this land, and it was owner carry. Well, the owner carry contract was garbage. Long story short, I spent 4 years in a travel trailer on this property trying to build a small home to live in. I was $10,000 into building. Yes, $10,000. Sickening. And I put money down on this property, and I ended up losing the property because the contract was not valid. It was a handwritten contract that we had notarized, but it wasn't a legit Oregon State contract. So, long story short, Amanda is nervous about owner carry because I didn't do it right the first time. So I lost my investment and my property, which led me into living on floors and couches and in vehicles, and everything fell apart. Courtney says, I wonder what happened to that land. That sucks. Actually, I'm going to tell you something even sickening. This gentleman is an older gentleman. Older, meaning like in his 80s. And he does this for a living. He has 300 10-acre properties, and when you don't pay or when he feels the contract is not in his favor, he can take his land back at any time. That's essentially what the contract states. But vulnerable Amanda, who was very vulnerable, wanting to keep her family together, desperate, lost all that money. But he does it over and over and over again until somebody actually gets the deed to the property. It's something that he's known to do. He actually is very well known in court systems in this area. Do I have family members who can help? No, I do not. I haven't really explained it in depth, but my dad okay, so I'm an only child. It's just me and my parents. My dad lives with my grandmother. My grandmother is in her 80s. She needs some help, and so he lives there. He's very lower income than I am. I do pay for his phone every month because I fear he won't have one. So he's part of my phone plan. He only costs me like $25 a month, so I'm not really all that worried about it. My mother is on Social Security disability and doesn't have any money. So we have a unfortunate side to my immediate family where low income has been a thing for a very, very long time. My parents have had really great successes and they've had a lot of good jobs. My dad has a business marketing degree, but he is getting older. He's in his, 60s, and he's not as in tune with things and technology, which I know some of you guys can definitely relate to. So no, I do not have any family that can offer us money. My husband literally spent hours on the phone today with friends and family and people that know people, and we could not get the $8,000. Yeah, I'm breaking the cycle for myself and my children. I do feel like I'm on the path to that. But here's the thing that's sickening about this whole thing. Okay, if I was able to get that manufactured home, I would save $750 a month on what I'm paying out now for housing. That would cover my car payment. So that means that I would have an extra $700 by doing a general guesstimate of what I've made over the last 2 or 3 years every single week. I would actually have $700 in my pocket. I could utilize that $700 in a debt snowball, and I could then go ahead and start building success with my Roth IRA, so on and so forth. I do not have a 401k. I don't have any retirement. My husband doesn't either. He was actually told not to sign up for a 401k. Hey, Anna. Anna already knows. I already messaged her. I'm telling them about the $8,000 manufactured home, the picture I sent you. You'll watch the replay? Alright, sounds good. Maybe you can offer her more money plus interest to pay in full. I don't know. That's something that my husband would have to work out. But boy, I had a little cry fest in the car. And I'm not going to cry here because that's done. I'm a one and done kind of person, unless it's like a serious situation, like somebody died or something happened to my family member, or, like when I found out I was sick with a disease that really almost killed me. That's when I would have cry moments over and over. But I had a big cry in the car, and I went out and I took it out on working, and we're good. We're golden, right? Yeah, I would need a sinking fund for repairs, but that's where that extra $750 could really come into play every month. I could do small repairs or save up for larger repairs. Also, being able to go to that community resource to get weatherization. They help with roofing. If you need roofing, they will, if it's part of a weatherization thing, they will help get that funded to get it repaired for zero cost. So, hey girl, on a break from work. Just keep believing. Here watching. Yes, I was telling you, Jamie, about this earlier, and I'm like, no, why now? This is the lowest I've seen in forever. I'm just letting you know that. Forever, like 5 years. The lowest. I'm like, do I create a GoFundMe? Like, do I go on and ask my community, my budget community, who's like my family, hey, how do I get $8,000 in stat? But I don't want to ask for money. I'm not that kind of a person. I hate asking for help. I'm a do-it-myself kind of girl. So, it is what it is. But, yeah, I really got kind of screwed. Kind of being a very nice word. There could be some swear words in here, but we're going to be family friendly tonight. But being screwed on that land and losing my dream the first time was sick, which is sickening. You know, and it was all at the wrong time. That was truly a wrong place, wrong time, wrong situation. Amanda, like I said, was just stifled by life and wanting to keep her family together longer. And it sucked. It hurt not only me, but my family too. You know, like my ex, my 2 kids. Um, I don't always get along with my 2 baby daddies, but I can tell you that is one of the most heartfelt moments I can say that I feel sorry for all of us in, would be the eviction, losing our home, and losing the property. Yeah, the reason she wants to get out of it is because she did not realize what kind of investment she was making. She she's a very young girl. I honestly can tell you she's very, very young. And she was like, I have the title. I wasn't ready for this. My boyfriend doesn't want to live here. It is a smaller town. It's in my area still, so I could drive a half hour to, get to a major city, but you could just tell, like, they weren't ready. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, when you're young and you make a big decision, and then the big decision is something that, rolled into something else. She said she did purchase it from a family member. So, like, I think her mother or a father or maybe an aunt or an uncle, they wanted her to have it, and they moved out of state. So, I do believe she does have the title in hand because it was her name on the title. I did see the title. It is a valid title. So she sent me all this information. I was able to look it up in the real estate thing that my previous mortgage lender kind of sort of gave me access to. He's like, well, if you're going to buy a manufactured home, make sure that it's legit. Yeah, it hasn't quite sold yet. She does have one other guy who is coming to look at it tomorrow at 8 p.m. So after that, it's probably done. That's why in tomorrow's video, I state that it's sold, but it actually hasn't sold yet. According to what I thought it had sold by the time I had created that video. But I really just needed to create the video to keep good rapport with myself, to be happy, no matter what. That just showed that there was a sign that yes, there is something like that out there. The second lowest I found was in another small city outside of the city I live in, and that one was 18, but it was a little bit bigger and it had 3 bedrooms. So there was that. But if you're new to the chat, I did add this as a digital download for $10. It has 9 pages. You get all the pages, all the things, including the bonus sheet in the back. I wanted to make something available to you guys because why not? I mean, you want to do these challenges with me, right? Nicole says, hi Amanda, having a rough time right now. Glad to see you're living to cheer up a bit. Yeah. Or live. Can't even read. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you guys, it's just hard out there. I even downloaded a motivational app that does quotes, and I started to get one every day, and I've been doing this for a little bit now, and I've been writing them in here because I thought that that would help my mentality. So I'm going to read one off in every video so that way all of us get some sort of positivity. You know, we're living in a world of unknowns, of scary things to come. My rent is going up in December. That freaks me out. I was told that 14.5% here in Oregon, that got passed. So that makes me a little nervous. But yeah, there really isn't anything else going on tonight. I do have one of my kiddos downstairs playing with my other kiddo who's on the phone, and they want nothing to do with me because I'm chopped liver and I don't know anything about what they're doing down there with their game. They play a game called Wobbly Life, and I know that most of you guys know what Roblox is, but it kind of reminds me of The Sims, but with blocks, like Lego guys. Yes, Nicole, we are here to cheer you up. Ask me questions. I wish I had an act to show. I know what it feels like to not feel like you're going through a rough patch. It's life being life. It's not just you. We're all in it to win it, and we're here for you. Life is hard. This is really hard. You know, the worst part about the things that are going on with life, whether it be financial or personal or economic or so on and so forth, is knowing when there's a window out or a doorway out. Um, it makes it hard. But I don't really have anything else going on. Oh, if you haven't watched my giveaway video, I am giving tomorrow as the final day for the giveaway entry. So tomorrow night. So I will have the giveaway winners very soon. Nicole, I know you're having a rough time, girl, but enter. Enter and you might win something, and then you'll get something in the mail that you didn't have to pay for. Hey, everybody likes that, right? When you were homeless, were one of the dads or the kids with you? There was a short time, and this is kind of a rough one for me, because it would be a lot of explaining, and these are things that are kind of personal to me, but the short answer is yes, for a short time. Everybody was together in a travel trailer, yes. What are my favorite foods? Nicole asks. My favorite foods, I like peanut butter, I like coffee. I specifically like grandpa coffee with creamer and milk and no sugar, just creamer and milk. I like it really light. I do like most things pumpkin. I also really like yogurt. What else do I eat? I love salad. I love salad. I love salad bars. I love salad bars. I can just go eat plate after plate. I do like chicken. I like most chicken. I'm not a fan of thighs, but I like chicken. I eat a lot of chicken. I'm kind of odd. I mostly eat veggies and meat, so those are kind of like my favorite things. I do like bean and cheese burritos too. Yeah, I like my emotional sport coffee. I've had 4 today, just so you're aware. I had to make a pit stop home to go to Amanda Saves a Lot of Bucks in the middle of working slash cry fest to get a emotional support coffee. I was like, this has to be like a pause moment where, you know, we take a little time out. We're 5 and we need a timeout break. Grandpa coffee, yes, grandpa coffee. So my grandpa, the one I talked about in my video, the one that lost his hands from here, I don't know if you can see it, from here down, he lost his hands at 12 in a farming accident, starting a motor for the milking machines of cows. The roof blew off the top, and he had a love for coffee. He liked chocolate macadamia nut coffee. He used to keep it ground in his in his freezer, which I tell you not to freeze coffee, but he believed it made it last longer. And he lived through the Great Depression, all these other things. And he always told me, he's like, I have a love for grandpa coffee. And I'm like, what's that? And he's like, it's my coffee, and you're gonna love it because you're related to me. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, this is how I like my coffee. And so he made me a coffee, and he told me how to make it. And ever since then, that's how I drink grandpa coffee. Yeah. So what about you guys? What is something that is your favorite go-to emotional support, food, drink, whatever? A martini. I don't drink. I don't know. Just said martini because I don't know. Yes, my grandpa. Okay, I gotta tell you something even cuter. So my grandpa had dementia, and I took care of him for 2 years until he had to go to a lockdown facility because he kept wandering, on a bus to go to the avenue. It's very cute. So he came to wake me up. He didn't get times right because not only was he retired and in his 80s and he had dementia, but he wasn't always losing it all the time. If you know anything about dementia, it comes and goes. So it's 5 in the morning. I'm 20, not even 20. I'm 19 years old. And he's like, I will trade you this grandpa coffee for the marshmallow mateys on top of the refrigerator. And they're in the big bag, the bulk bag of basically Malto meals. What are they called? Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms, thank you. My husband just said Lucky Charms. Hey, they have a question for you. I'm doing a live.
Si, senors and senoritas.
You gonna say hi with your hands?
Hi guys, how's it going? It's Amanda from Amanda's Budget. No, just kidding.
Don't make me.
Close enough, right?
So I was just telling, let me finish my story first. Okay. But anyways, so he wanted to trade me for the cereal because it was 5 in the morning and he wanted to eat my cereal, but he didn't want to just eat my cereal because he had to offer me, something in return because he was like, I'm not going to steal from my granddaughter, so I'm going to offer her up a grandpa coffee. They want to know if you're going to call the lady to see if you can haggle something with her. She's very sweet.
I'm thinking about it.
He's not a good phone person.
I have a lot of anxiety about being on the phone, and so I'm working up the courage here. I'm really bad about it.
But like they were shocked it was $8,000 as well.
Yeah,
it does need a lot of work though.
I mean,
like as far it's ugly. Like, as far as, outdated ugly.
I mean, I'm not afraid of getting my hands dirty. It's like, so
Yeah, he's a fix-it guy. He's the go-to guy for the fixing of anything. Like, even our neighbor... You're gonna break the chair leaning on my chair.
Well, I'm sorry.
Then I'm gonna be sitting on the floor counting money.
I'm trying to read the comments because otherwise my back could start hurting if I lean down that low to look on the computer.
But yeah, so he has a lot of anxiety, right, about calling her. Are you scared of a no?
I'm not really.
How did you explain it to me earlier before I had my little meltdown in the car?
So either way for me, I'm totally fine with, because I don't really I don't get excited about things that I can't necessarily act upon immediately.
Like if you didn't have the money.
So like in this instance, we don't have the $8,000 on hand. So I mean, it's a cool opportunity, and I'm trying to figure out ways to be able to do it. But I'm already okay with no being an answer, because I mean, as far as I'm aware, no is an answer currently already. I'd be more upset if I had the $8,000 and ran up to her and say, here you go, here's the money, and then she said no, and then that's I would be more upset about that, because I have I have exactly what I need right in that moment to be able to acquire whatever it is I'm trying to acquire. So that's just kind of my mindset. Like if I somehow, like, I'm hoping to be able to get into an owner carry, kind of like a contract. Like I don't, because I don't mind paying it off like we are with rent, because I mean we're already paying a crap load in rent anyway. So if we have to do that for a few months just to pay off $8,000, or I'd even up it to more money just to make it a more appealing deal for them. But I mean,
we have a moment where I've talked about where we're like, let's sleep in the car to work as much as we can.
Unfortunately, it doesn't matter how much we work. We could literally work. Wow, I can't talk. Literally work for 24 hours straight, and we would not have $8,000 right now. Is the problem?
Yeah, that is true. Bye, Tracy.
So I'm just trying to figure out. Hello, folks.
That was really awkward.
Because I was.
Hello. Oh my gosh, I have to tell you guys something hilarious.
Because I was in my train of thought. So
while he's thinking of his thought, because I'm ADHD now, this is all coming out now. So when men talk to other men, when they first see each other, like when he goes to get gas, his voice gets really low. He's like, hello.
I honestly don't notice, but
it is hilarious.
I'm just weird, I suppose.
Oh, now we're getting visited
Hello,
by Violet. She's a good dog. Oh, by the way, my youngest, he used to call my dog Violet with a B. For the longest time.
Introduce yourself with your hands.
He's literally picking her up. She was cool that too. She was cool that you got attention, right?
Yeah.
She wants to go under the desk. But yeah, so when are you gonna make this call?
Now you made me think about it more. Now I'm freaking out about it again. Can I text her?
No, that's not how you do business deals. You don't text.
Psh.
Do you want me to get off of here and we can call her? And then it can be suspenseful for everybody. I think we should do that. I think I'm gonna leave leave this open-ended. We're gonna leave it open-ended. We're gonna see. So in my video tomorrow, you'll hear that I say it's sold to whomever, but I did not know in that moment that it was still open.
Alright, everyone cross your fingers.
Courtney gave us $5. She says, do it. Thank you, Courtney. We appreciate you.
$5 closer to 8,000, so hey, thank you.
He was thinking, I'm serious.
Bargaining chip there. Walk up to the lady. I got a crisp $5 for you if you sell us the house right now. Fresh from the bank.
You've been a silent supporter for a while now? Well, how come you didn't say anything? Hey!
Who is?
Right here.
Silent supporter.
I don't know how to pronounce your name.
Bougie budgets?
Bougie.
Is that?
Oh!
Did I say that right?
I think she did.
I don't read
I almost
good.
called you a she.
I mean, it's not the first time. Hey, I have a story.
Oh my gosh, this was
So, I have...
He has very long hair.
And that has been a staple of my look for a very long time. And when I was in high school, I was experiencing I suffer from migraines really badly. And in high school, I wasn't able to kick that particular one. So I go into the ER to figure out what was going on, and the wristbands that they give you, I
The ones for like
yeah, that has all your
ER.
information on it. So I looked at it just because I was waiting and I was reading it, and it said female, and I held it up, and I was like, I'm a guy, so and the nurse looked terribly embarrassed. Thankfully, she was very apologetic, and she was really worried that I was going to be mad and everything. And like there was a couple of nurses in there that were all apologetic and everything. I was not bothered. I got called a girl a lot growing up. Just I had a higher pitched voice as a kid, and
he definitely looks like a big man. Like he's not small. He's tall and broad.
I'm 6'1". I was a little beanpole of a kid for the longest time.
I'm half of his size.
To give her an actual hug, I have to get on my knees. And it's those are my favorite hugs, though. They hurt my knees, though, at this point, because But yeah, I have I have so many stories of being told to roll. Oh, I've been anxious all freaking day. Dude.
All right, I think we're gonna end it here, you guys. One of these days, we'll just have to have you and me on here. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Alright, so I'm going to leave you guys with that. We will leave the saga of the $8,000 manufactured home to whatever God we're going to pray to, and the universe, and this young gal who wants to probably get rid of this thing and move out of state because that was her plan. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Do what you can with what you got. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Now I have
or
to
ladies and gentlemen, gentlemeisters and whomstevers and.
Oh, we hit the little X in the corner.
Yeah. Look at us figuring this out.
Right? I'm just like, how do I?
That's too far.